Woo! It is time again. I'm excited. Can't wait till she comes on. Airitoutradio, it's the queen of internet radio. Make sure y'all check out the website, airitoutradio.net. I'm here with my special guest, Jjig Cicero. How are you?
Yo, yo, what's going on, Queen? How are you?
I got it right.
Yeah.
On the edge. Okay. So I know you're originally from Cleveland, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
216 all day.
Right. But you live in Atlanta right now? Are you in
Yep. Yep. I live in Atlanta.
Okay. So listen, I was doing a lot of research on you and I was so impressed. First of all, let me start off by saying that I know you from your song going viral.
Okay. Okay.
I knew you. I was like, wow, who is this person? And thank you for not cussing me out, by the way, because I posted it and you was like, you could tag me or something. And I was like,
Well, I just like to do that because the way everything is set up now, you will hear something, you will like it, and you don't know where it came from, so you will
wow,
repost it. But see, I'm an artist, and I'm
you on
sensitive
top
about
of it.
I want people to know that Jjig Cicero is behind this. So that's why it wasn't no smoke or nothing. I just
No,
wanted
I
you to
know.
know. You
I
know what I'm
know.
saying?
No,
Yeah.
you were super respectful. A lot of times people don't know that we don't know where it comes from. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And we just think it's hot. So we posting it and but you hit me up at the end and was like, yo, can you add me? And I was like, sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I appreciate you not cussing me out.
No, no. I mean, I don't cuss people out. I have cussed some people out, but that's just not my thing to do.
Feel to go viral. Like, what was that like?
Listen, it was wild. It was wild because it wasn't like I hadn't gone viral before.
Okay.
I've been viral a few times, but I wasn't viral in that way as far as a song of mine.
Mhm.
A couple of my freestyles and stuff that I did had went viral, but that song went viral. And I didn't even know that it was viral until one day my manager, we was sitting there and she was looking at the numbers. She was just looking at the numbers and she was like, wait a minute, what a minute, 35,000. And it just kept going up and up and up by the day. She was like, nigga, you viral. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope. And to see all the people on TikTok, shout out to people on TikTok. They blew the song up. They was doing the videos and people was at work. This girl at Sonic, she worked at Sonic. She did a video to it, word for word. So that felt good. I was like, wow, what I'm saying? One of my songs, one of my creations, something that I made, actually for the people, went viral. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that was dope. I still think it's dope.
It is dope. I mean,
Yeah.
I've probably been around on Instagram and TikTok and it still hasn't went
Yeah.
viral. So I know
Yeah.
I went viral one time for one of my events where the guy jumped off of the table and the whole event went viral. So I
Oh,
so I know the feeling when nobody doesn't tag you and I'm like, that's my event. And
yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even get mad. I was like, okay, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other time you went viral.
Just freestyles. Rapping is my thing. Doing music is my thing. So, huh?
You like the stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Not
My
your
bad.
fault. I
But yeah, like just freestyles, just me rapping. Um, I voice my opinion a lot on a lot of things. I give motivational videos and things of that nature. So I've went viral a few times doing that as well, so
I think you very, opinionated. That's good though.
yeah.
You're taking advantage of all your social media.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so you are a songwriter, ghostwriter, empowerment speaker, and an author.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So break down the ghostwriting part. Do you tell who you ghostwrite for or you don't say nothing?
I can't
Some
and even
people
if I
do.
even if I could, I would not,
Mhm.
because artists are very, very sensitive about that. They don't want people to know. I might have wrote the dopest song that you got, and you want to take credit for that. You don't want people to know, and I'm fine with it as long as you gave me my bread. As long as I'm getting my royalties on the back, I'm good. Like I never say nothing. So yeah, most of the time I usually sign a contract that says like, listen, you can't be blabbing to people like I wrote for this person, I wrote for that person, you know. So yeah, that's how that go.
Are you famous?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ooh, congrats to you.
Yeah.
I seen you did jingles too.
Oh yeah, I do jingles, brand songs, podcast intros, uh, you know, music for movies, certain movie scenes, video games. I do personal songs for people. Like sometimes somebody will hit me up and they might want a birthday song for their husband. I do that for them because I sing a little bit as well too. So
I see. I said she do it all.
yeah,
I'm like,
so
oh, that's why your manager was like, I'll manage you.
yeah, for sure. Shout out to Brooke Knight. That's my friend. We've been friends for a long time, and I didn't know where to turn. I'm like, can you manage me? She like, yeah, let me read some books first. I'll be back. She read the books and she came back. You know, so that's
Hey.
how that went. Yeah.
When is it a good time to get a manager? Because a lot of people still struggle with it.
So listen, I would not suggest that you get a manager until you have something to manage. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? A lot of times you will think that you need a manager, but a lot of times you just need some people on your team and y'all all on the same page because when you're not started yet and you're not really doing nothing and you're not really moving around, there's no need for a manager. You don't have anything to manage. But you know, if you could, you know, find some people to help you push yourself further along to blow you up to the point where you do need something to manage, then yeah, but not when you first starting off.
Right. Not at first. No.
Yeah.
You know. So your book,
Yeah.
your book is called Overcome.
Yes.
Okay. What made you start the writing process of being an artist? What made you want to be an author?
Just me doing the motivational videos and the uh respect and the DMs and the messages and stuff like that. I got a phone number too as well that I give out to my fans and my supporters. They can hit me up and text message me like, and people just always hit me up and tell me like my motivational videos really help them and they appreciate me for being so open and transparent about things about my life and things that I went through because you know people see you at a certain point in your life and they feel like you ain't went through nothing or you not going through nothing. But I be so transparent. I be opening up. I be like, hell, I be going through stuff too. You know what I'm saying? And they appreciate that. So I said, you know, I'm gonna write my book, Overcome, you know, and I just talked about some things in there, you know, and when I released the book, I again, people hit me up and was like, oh my God, you know, thank you for, you know, writing this book. This book has really, you know, helped me get through some things and things of that nature. So, you know, I'm for the people, you know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to uplift the people and, you know, be you know, inspiration to them at all times.
I mean, you definitely positive, and that's good.
Yeah, for sure.
They do think you don't go through nothing. It's like you don't understand fire, and I'm like, I do.
Yeah,
I've been there. I've been there. I've done it.
yeah, just because you think I'm on a radio station, you think I don't go through nothing?
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah, no.
Congratulations on your book. And where
Thank
can
you.
they get the book at?
You can actually get the book at my website at www.jjigcicero.com. Or, you know, this is another thing about me. You could just hit me up. You could just get in my DM and be like, Jig, let me get that book, you know, and I'll take Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, all of them, you know what I'm saying? And I'll make
All
sure
that.
that, yes, and I'll make sure that book is right there on your doorstep.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So you came out at the age of 14. You
Yes.
describe how that was, like the scene. It break down that short and sweet, like, okay, 14 years old, because that's super young.
Yes.
That I know you came out to your mom, right?
No, no, actually, my aunt,
Yeah.
my aunt. Shout out to my aunt Fiesta. So I've been new before 14, but I when I was a kid, I was a little bit ahead of my time. Like I remember talking to a grown woman at the age of 11, and she was like, "You said you was only 11," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm 11." You know what I'm saying? So I knew for a long time that I liked women or whatever. But, about 12, 13, like I really, really knew. And so I said, I'm just going, and I know my family suspected it. So I was living with my Aunt Fiesta at the time. She had taken me in. I was a rotten kid. I was a rotten kid. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't allowed to go back to live with my mom because like I said, I was rotten. And I was living with my aunt, and I just told her, I pulled her in her room, and I said, Auntie, I got something to tell you. And I believe she already knew.
Mhm.
I told her, I was like, I like women or whatever. I'm a lesbian, and my aunt was so sad, and she was so hurt, and she cried and cried and cried and cried. And then she called my grandmother Odessa, which lived in Dayton, Ohio, and she cried and cried, and cried because my family is churchers. They real Bible thumpers. They real heavy on the church. And my grandmother. I remember my grandmother telling me, "You're gonna have a horrible life. You're gonna have a horrible life." You know, um, gay people have horrible lives, and I mean, and that really messed me up as a kid. I really went through a lot because I really felt like I was gonna walk out the house and get hit by a bus because they make you feel like that. Like my aunt sent me to people to pray over me like I was a demon or something.
Change though.
Yes, yes. And my auntie wouldn't let me shop in the boys section. She wouldn't let me buy boy tennis shoes. She wouldn't let me buy boy t-shirts at all. Like she dressed me in all this pink, and I was still gay.
Right.
I was still gay.
Have you ever had your life threatened before?
No, no, I've never had my life threatened because of that. I believe uh people have made certain decisions not to deal with me in certain type of ways because of that. But I've never had my life threatened or anything like that, and this horrible life, that my grandmother told me that I was going to have,
So serious.
I didn't realize at any point in my life, if I was having a horrible life, it was because of me and my thoughts, because I let people get in my head and let them rule over my thoughts. And so I'm putting these thoughts into the universe, and that's why I'm having a hard time. It didn't have anything to do with me being gay. But once I got on the right track and got mentally on track, my life's been swell, so.
How was you bad though? What was you doing?
Oh, girl, let me tell you. I was like, when I was a shorty, I was like a grown woman as a shorty. Like I would not come in the house.
Oh,
I was, huh?
running wild.
Yes, I was smoking weed. I was drinking. I was sexual a little bit. Like I was out here. Like I was
You
just.
ever been with a guy or no?
Oh yeah, I've been with a guy, and let me put this. Let me make sure I say this in every interview or every time somebody, talk to me about this. I do not hate men.
Okay.
I do not hate men because men got this thing where, oh, if you
All
gay,
the
you hate.
women, yeah.
Yeah, some nigga must have broke your heart. No, no, no.
Right.
I just really, 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 really got a thing for women.
She like,
Just
really, really?
really, really, really. I just got a thing for them or whatever. But I don't hate guys, and I appreciate guys. I appreciate guys for what they offer. The ones who
They
step up to
offer.
the. Well, the ones who step up to the plate and be real men. I appreciate real men. I appreciate them wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't hate y'all or nothing like that. But yeah, I was bad. I was bad. I wouldn't go to school.
Did you
The
graduate?
people, huh?
Did you graduate?
Oh yeah, I ended up graduating from an alternative school in Dayton, Ohio called ISIS Tech Prep. It was a school for bad kids. My grandmother was like, "Listen, this is it. If you don't make it out of here, I don't know what to say."
Just get that. At
Yeah,
least
at least do this.
yeah.
So I did do that.
That's how my grandma was. She was like, at least finish high school, please.
My God.
Yes. I don't care if
Yeah.
you do nothing else.
Yeah.
Right. So you mentioned that, because you were in this lifestyle that did it affect any business, like even with the music? Have you been like, get out of here? Nah, we don't fuck with you like that because of that.
So, and I want to say yes. I want to say yes, but niggas ain't real. People ain't gonna tell the truth. People will never tell me, oh, I don't want to rock with you because of that. But I don't even think it's that per se. I think it's because I'm strong. I think it's because when Jjig Cicero walks in the room, that you're gonna have to respect me. You can't fuck me. You can't pull any of that goofball, stupid stuff. I'm about my bread. I'm coming to the table as a business partner. I'm not coming as somebody who, yeah, I'm not playing. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you eye to eye like you looking at me eye to eye. And I think this business is ran by men mostly, and I think a lot of men get intimidated by that. I think they get intimidated by that because they are so used to, over sexualizing women. Women come in there for one thing, and then you as soon as they come in there, you thinking with the man in your pants instead of the head in your pants instead of the one on your head. So I think a lot of times people wouldn't mess with me for that because they knew I ain't gonna be able to get over. I ain't gonna be able to play no game.
Have you had guys try to mess with you sexually?
Oh yeah.
And if you
Oh,
did, then that was it.
oh yes. Well, it's like, and they think be here they come. Oh, you just ain't had the right nigga. You just ain't
Right.
like,
That's always the case.
you know.
Okay.
But I do.
Are you?
But I haven't had. I can't say I've had a guy push up on me and I decline, and then that be the reason why we don't end up doing business or anything like that. I just think off top it be a barrier there. And then my manager Brooke, like if you seen Brooke, she's not for the bullshit. So I just think it's just a barrier right there sometimes, because a lot of guys don't even see women in a business way anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So when they see us, they be like, "Who y'all think y'all is?" And I think that be
Don't we run this shit?
Yeah,
yeah, it's not shit.
Yeah, that type. And we looking at them like, yeah, nigga, we run shit too. And I don't think a lot of them like that. But I've had some guys who they don't care. They just like, you raw. I like the way y'all move. Let's work.
What about, you being a plus size,
Oh yeah.
woman, you thick, you know what I'm saying? Is that harder going up against these thin girls with the big booties and they doing all this work to themselves? Do you feel like it's room for you, or do you feel like it's competition, or is it more of a problem competing next to them? Because I know they'll take them over you sometimes. I know that's probably the case, but
Yeah.
have you witnessed that?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been in competitions where clearly, I mean, and it's men and women in the competition, and clearly I'm the better artist, but because I'm plus size, or people always will come tell me, you don't have the look, and I mean, it is what it is. I have grown because I've always been a plus size woman. Even when I was a shorty, I was plus size. I think when I came out, I was 10 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So, and my family is, yeah, I come from a big family. Like we big people. So I have just grown accustomed to know that, okay, you a plus size woman. This is what comes along with it. You know what I'm saying? People are shallow, people are small minded, but I take the lemonade too. I just be like, I am representing for plus size women who are not represented for. So that's the way I take it. And then as far as other women, I never look at it as a competition, because I hate to sound conceited or anything, but I don't think anybody can fuck with me.
Right, because you came out with the song, I don't give a fuck about none of these hoes.
Like, I don't though. Like I don't think any woman or man can fuck with Jjig Cicero for what I bring, for who I am, for what I do. I got my own flavor, and I really feel like I am in my own lane. You know what I'm saying? So I don't never be in competition or anything like that. But like other women, they will, when I come around, people start acting funny. People, all of a sudden don't want to be in the room no more, So I have dealt with that, but I mean, it is what it is. Ain't nothing I can do about that.
What do you feel about when the plus size women that represent so hard decide to go smaller? Do you feel like they a sellout, or
Oh, no, I don't feel like they a sellout. But what I do feel is they would rather, just be smaller, because America, where we live, it's just you will have it easier. People treat you different when you're smaller. People treat you different. And another thing that I have seen with being a woman, people treat you different when you are a girly girl. I'm not a girly girl. I'm a little bit rough around the edges. People treat you differently because of that too. So I think women who are plus size, who go get surgery and things of that nature, they just succumb to the American way because they get tired of the roadblocks and people picking and so I don't think they sell out, but they just be like, shit, I want to see what it feel like to be in the in crowd, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Do you have
Yeah.
you been pressured to lose?
No, I used to weigh 430 pounds. I used to weigh 430 pounds, and I lost 100 pounds on my own. Uh, I still work out. I work out often. I work out like 3-4 times a week. And I do. I try to watch what I eat and eat as healthy as possible most times, just because of health reasons, not wanting to feel sluggish, because I like to go. I like to go, go, go.
No.
So but it's never, I never wake up in the morning like, oh man, I'm such a lard ass, man. I don't want to live. I never feel like that, you know.
So I know you do the positive, inspirational, um, to the youth and like to other people. Do you feel like it's a problem with like is it a conflict because you curse? Because I know I curse and I have sponsors and they be like, I don't curse so much, but they understand who I am. Do
Yeah.
anybody ever come to you and say you're supposed to be this inspirational power empowerment person, but you cursing and you talking about this and this and that?
A couple of people have, and like I tell them, my delivery is my delivery. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who have heard my motivational messages and stuff like that will tell me that's why they rock with me, because they can receive my messages better, because they feel like I'm one of them. So my thing is, listen, the way I deliver a message might not be for you. It might not be for you. And maybe one day when as I get older or something, maybe I turn into a nun and put on a nun hat and I won't cuss. Maybe I won't cuss. I don't know what's in store for me, but at the same time, uh, my message, the way I deliver the message is the way I deliver the message. If you can't receive it, then that's fine.
Everything ain't for everybody too.
It's not. It's
I
not.
understand that part.
Yeah.
So, you won an award for
Yeah.
what, the best hip hop artist.
Yeah.
Ohio? Was it in Ohio?
Yeah. Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank
You
you.
That's super dope. Have you won any other awards?
So I haven't after the Ohio Hip Hop Awards, they're actually no longer around. But
They won in before.
yeah. But I never sought out to do any of the other like award shows, just because I did the Ohio Hip Hop Awards, and like the Ohio Hip Hop Awards was like the top of the top for me. And so once I got in there and won the award and saw that it really it got you status, and like people knew who you was off of it, but I'm constantly moving in my mind of the artist that I want to be. So it's really not on my mind to win an award, unless it's a Grammy.
Right.
you
Okay.
know
You
yeah,
study focusing on what you got to do,
yeah, for
kind of
sure.
change up. So I know you've been in front of Jazzy Faye, well,
Yeah,
Jermaine Dupri, right? And
yeah, yeah, yeah,
so how was that? Like because and I know you what was it? The So Deaf Cipher?
yeah, the So Deaf Women Cipher.
Right. So how do you get in front of all of these major figures?
Social media. So listen, me talking my shit, so Jermaine Dupri had actually went on a TV show, a women's TV show. I don't even know what TV show it was, but he went on there and they asked him who was his favorite female rapper at the time, and he went on to say, I don't really like none of the female rappers out, because all the female rappers, all they do is talk about stripping in the club.
I
And
mean,
so I
right,
was
a little
I
bit.
was pissed.
Why was
You
you
know,
pissed though? It was
I
so
was pissed
right.
because this would because this is my thing. Men in the game will say that, or women in the game will say that, but I feel like y'all have the power
That's true.
to put women on like me, but because y'all biases and because a person ain't a size 2 and a person ain't got their asshole out, now you don't want to put us out. And so I actually went on took the social media, did one of my videos, rant on this 6 minute rant, and somebody tagged him. And he actually
tagged somebody.
Yes. And he actually reposted me on his page. And then he started the So Deaf Women Cipher. He made a beat. He told all the girls to rap over it. I got picked. I was one of the girls who got picked. He flew us out to New York. We performed at SOBs, and it was a dope experience.
Nice.
Yo, yeah, for sure.
Are you ever scared of saying the wrong thing to maybe get blackballed? Because that could have cost you a lot. That could have hurt your career a lot if so many people would have just been against you on that. But luckily, he was like, you know what? Let me see that. Maybe
I can't. Wrong. You know what, Fire? Jjig Cicero cannot worry about that, because who I am, just me being who I am, like who I really am, that can fuck around and get me blackballed. Like,
that's what I was saying.
Like, I'm just saying, just if I walk in a room and don't say anything, that can get, because people are so shallow. Oh, she big. Oh, she rough. She
you intimidate people.
Oh yes.
You got them nervous.
Oh yeah, because it's not, because I'm not regular. I'm not regular. I'm not coming in with that regular schmegler. I definitely got my own style. I got my own flavor, and it's hard. It's raw. You feel it down in your soul. You know what I'm saying? And I think that scares people, but at the same time, people love it. And so I'm a keep going. I'm a rock with the people. If the people in the industry can't grasp it, I'm not about to be walking around on eggshells trying not to, oh man, I don't want to intimidate them. I don't want to say nothing. 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna rock with me no way, because of who I am.
Right.
I don't have to say a word.
Let's talk about hair. So when did you start doing the whole hair, in different colors, and how did that come? Like what drove you to do this hair?
So, when I first came out, 2014, I was looking for a hairstyle. I'm like, I need a hairstyle to staple Jjig Cicero. I'm like, Dad, what can I do? So I was trying braids, I was trying this, I was trying that. And one day, somebody was like, let me put a mohawk in your hair. And I was like, all right. So they did the mohawk, and my manager was like, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. So the mohawk became Jjig Cicero. But now I'm kind of like in a stage where I'm trying to like change it around or do something, but I still want to keep it high. I still want to keep the colors. I still want to keep it big.
Why do you want it to go though? Like where's the stop?
Hey, like, that's about right here. That'd be cool.
I thought it was kind of already up there.
It's like right now.
Do you put weave in? Because sometimes I see it look higher than other times.
Yeah, sometimes with my mohawk. Most times with my mohawk, I have weave in. But right now it's just my real hair. I'm letting my hair breathe right now, because I don't be trying to be having my sides out. But yeah, I most times I try different, like Afro hair, curly hair, for the mohawk, and I'll just put it in at the top, and like you said, sometimes it do be higher than the other. It's just whatever I'm feeling.
Whatever you feeling.
Yeah.
What's the hardest thing about being an artist?
The hardest thing for me is keeping my mind right. Keeping my mind right. And what I mean by that is staying in a positive headspace, staying in a positive energy, no matter what is going on or no matter what is not going on. When the lights are flashing or when it's completely dark, that's the hardest thing for me. Staying in a positive headspace.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your most accomplished goal? Because I know going viral is big. You got to.
Yeah,
So, what's your most accomplished goal?
most accomplished goal. Let me see.
There's so many, you know.
I know. Let me see. Well, I'll tell you this. I feel like my most accomplished goal right now is the fact that I've been going for so long and I've been going hard for so long nonstop that I can put together a product and actually hit fans up that will support me and buy my product. You know what I'm saying? That's the most successful thing for me in this day and age of the independent artists, because so many independent artists be trying to figure that out. And I have like a hub of people who automatically, they don't care what it is. It can be a hair bowl. They buying it, to support me. And so
Yeah, because you got the merch out.
yeah, for sure.
And how can they get that?
www.jjigcicero.com. I got a whole line of IDGAF merch out. I got shirts, I got leggings, I got hats, I got socks, I got all type of stuff.
Okay. And let's talk about the music real quick. What you got going on? Where can they get?
So I just dropped a single called Elevator. Elevator is a motivational song, but it's boppy, it's real smooth, it's real like a club banger. It's on all streaming platforms. And what I'm doing right now, I'm actually working on a EP, a double EP. I took to social media a few months ago and I asked people, what did they want to hear from me? Did they want to hear some soul? Did they want to hear me sing more? Did they want to hear some more IDGAF? Did they want to hear me cussing people out some more or whatever they want? And they like, give us both, give us both. So I'm currently working on a double EP. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, congratulations to you. I'm super proud of you. And I'll definitely be watching on the sidelines. You know what I mean? Like I've been doing. I said, this girl, I gotta interview her.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, for people that's popping and moving around, you know what I mean? I said I gotta get to her.
For
So
sure. For sure.
thank you for finally doing this interview with me.
I know, I was about to say it seemed like we've been trying to do it forever.
I know.
Yeah.
But we got it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got any shows coming up that you want to let them know?
No shows coming up. But I got some stuff in the work. So y'all just make sure y'all follow Jjig Cicero at everything Jjig Cicero on every platform, and stay tuned because I got some stuff popping.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, thank you so much. Air It Out Radio is the queen of internet radio. Jjig Cicero has officially tapped into Air It Out Radio. Wish you past success. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.